beautiful soul. Welcome back to the Tarot Closet. Welcome. If you're new to the channel, thank you so much for joining me. My name is Christine. Welcome to another twin flame reading, divine feminine reading, divine masculine reading. This is a twin flame tarot reading, love tarot reading, I should say. And as is always the case at the Tarot Closet, this is also your twin flame love messages reading. Channeled love messages from your person, messages from their higher self, specifically messages from your twin flame's higher self, love messages from your twin flame. This is a timeless reading. You are here when you're meant to be here. Twin flame, this is a fated connection. It means there is a message here for you. So welcome. I'm really glad you're here. Your playlists for your twin flame readings on your twin flame journey are linked to today's reading, and of course you can find it quite easily in the description under the playlists. You'll also find all signs tarot readings. Those are love readings for the collective, as well as all 12 zodiac signs. All readings are no contact, no communication, and or in separation, and that's going to vary kind of for everybody in what particular situation you're in. The zodiac signs and the collective love readings, those are not twin flame specific, but your energies are often coming through, and sometimes they can be readings about a partner that's in your life. I want to say not your twin flame. You'll also find down below messages from your spirit guides. If you are feeling called to watch any reading, of course, they're all timeless. Today's reading and every reading that's coming in here at the Tarot Closet, they're really meant for you when you find them. So feel free to explore if you are inspired to do so. Remember, this is a general reading, general tarot reading, so it's not going to resonate for everybody. Take what resonates for you and let the rest go. I want to show you, just getting ready to shuffle here, what's coming through. So we're seeing the King of Swords, also the Five of Wands, Gemini energy, and Mercury energy. Somebody, your twin flame, wants to send a message already. They are they're facing some challenges and some obstacles at the moment that is keeping them from communicating. What does that mean? Well, let's get into the reading and see. It's not for lack of not wanting to. This energy that's coming through for me is a twin flame who wants to communicate and who's been thinking about it for a really long time. It can be for some of you that something has come through, but right at this moment, this is what's going on in their mind. Also, I'm hearing their feelings for you, so that's wanting to come through today. Let's get in and see what else is wanting to come in. Thank you, spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. Please show us the cards, Aho. The Nine of Wands. Yeah, so interestingly enough, the Nine of Wands, the Moon and Sagittarius energy are some walls up. And in particular, they're holding on to the ninth wand, and there's 8 wands behind them, and that's the Eight of Wands, and that's Mercury and Sagittarius energy. It's really, really wanting to communicate, but they're kind of keeping themselves from it. You can see here with the Fool in reverse that they're literally, a lot of what's going on, I feel like, is they're not really sure what to say. It's kind of a not really being prepared energy. Aquarius, Uranus, the Fool in reverse right here in the partnership placement. And of course, that's also the lack of being able to take the chance that they want to take. Interestingly enough, look what so look, the Page of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles wanting to. Very much. Ace of Wands. The Knight of Wands in reverse, the Six of Swords, the Hermit in reverse. Yeah, this really strong, stuck energy. But look at this, they know intuitively, it's connected here to the Six of Swords. This is where their energy is the strongest, that there's a situation that they're needing to leave. Look at that. The Emperor coming here in reverse. Divine masculine energy. Yeah, there's a really strong imbalance here. Holding on to that Ankh, of course, that is yin-yang energy, divine feminine, divine masculine energy, and there's definitely an overabundance here. There is some shadow here. There is some ego here, but I tell you, what's on their mind, look, is the Six of Wands, which is getting past what we saw. Those obstacles and challenges in the Five of Wands, which wasn't really clear whether it was in the reverse or upright. However, I'm feeling the strong energy of it kind of being, even how it came out like sideways. When cards are, the energy is coming to me in that way, whether they're appearing sideways and when they come out, or it's how the energy is coming through, that is how the energy is coming through for me today. And that's kind of like an indecisive energy or in the making. And that's really clear that it's what's on their mind and they're trying to move past a situation. Look at this. And a strong validation of the out of balance energy here with the Six of Wands and the Six of Swords. Together, they are 66, and that is quite literally being out of balance. And right here in between them is the Hermit in reverse, which is being stuck, you know. It's Virgo and Mercury energy. They're missing you. The separation is really clear. They're feeling really, really stuck. And not just what they want to say to you, but they're in a particular situation here. And what is on their mind, and again, connecting to the High Priestess with the Six of Swords, Mercury and Aquarius energy, is intuitively knowing. They know it's the planet of the mind. Also communication. So that does come through with that King of Swords and the Five of Wands of what's keeping them from communicating. And I do feel there's an apology that is here. It can be that they're going to be trying to reach out, because we're also seeing this Ace of Wands energy in the upright, which is getting inspired. And it's connecting right here with the Knight of Wands in reverse, which is a really impulsive energy. We see they're thinking about it. We know they're thinking about it, but it's a strong validation with the Fool in reverse in the partnership placement, connecting to the Emperor in reverse, that, yeah, they are out of balance. Holding on to that Ankh, divine masculine energy, there is an overabundance. There is some shadow here, and they're also having trouble. They're what can I say? It's kind of like an energy of going against, you could say, going against some authority, somebody that's kind of holding the power. So there's something, someone, a situation, what is it that's kind of holding a lot of the power in their decision making, because the Emperor really likes to get their way and generally does go after what they want. Of course, it's, you know, Aries and Mars, and Aries, of course, is a cardinal sign, which is like making things happen, a leader, of course, there with the cardinal sign partners of Libra, Capricorn, and Cancer, just kind of making it happen. And Mars, of course, is the planet of action, the planet of, well, passion, the beginning and the end, drive. And there is some conflicting energy there, and there's also a completion energy in there. So there's something, they're not able to, at the moment, or perhaps it's coming out of that. The communication, I know they've been wanting to communicate with you for a while. So that's something that they're struggling with. There's reasons for it, but they're also, I do feel, kind of at a loss for words, and that lack of balance, yin-yang energy, divine feminine, divine masculine energy, invalidated strongly here in the Six of Wands and the Six of Swords, of wanting to communicate. That out of balance energy is strong. And divine feminine, divine masculine energies are within us all. And there is, you know, balancing those out, of course, is one goal amongst many, isn't it, in our decision making and in our lives. And it's the lack of confidence, the lack of clarity, the lack of balance, not being able to be totally clear and truthful with themselves, or at least trying to, but just feeling really, really stuck. Hermit in reverse, Emperor in reverse. So the lack of balance is strong here in terms of them making major decisions, but intuitively they know here, I want to say in their heart, in this Mercury and Aquarius energy in the Six of Swords, that they really need to leave a particular situation, okay? It's necessary, and it could even be that this is involving some moving out energy. But this Fool in reverse, the Emperor in reverse, the Knight of Wands, again, they're not really ready for whatever this change is. They're totally stuck here in the Hermit energy. You know, you go in there It's her, you know, you think of hermit mode and you go and the separation, first of all, is here for the two of you, but you go in there to get some clarity and truth. And then you get out, you know, then you go into the Wheel of Fortune, which is always turning. It's the cycles of life. It's fate and destiny. So controlling what you can, letting go of what you can't, you know, it's that element, of course. It's like you think of it as good fortune and luck, you know, taking chances. Wheel of Fortune is Jupiter energy, and that is the planet of prosperity and expansion and luck and hope and feeling like, okay, it's time, or when is it going to be time, or it's not and it's in reverse. I feel like, yeah, there is a feeling of the Wheel of Fortune in reverse right along here with the Hermit. So there is this element of, yeah, getting out of there, that I don't think there's a jumping right into the Wheel of Fortune and there's just, you know, everything's going to change. However, it will eventually. It's the cycles of life. It's always turning. But the very fact that it's even coming in is a validation that, yeah, this is also a deep soulmate connection. So here's the apology that was coming through. That's in that cup, by the way, in that Page of Cups. That's what they're wanting to come through. But a validation of the deep soulmate connection energy here, and just the soul connection, of course, of feeling just your person, just feeling like you've known each other forever. Some of you actually may have. So the apology that's been coming through, but they're not, I don't know if I don't think that they've sent it for most of you. It's came through right off the bat that they were apologizing. It could be that there is this, it just kind of, they put this 9th wand down and allow those 8 wands to stand on their own, which is Sagittarius and Mercury energy. So that's communication, oftentimes around reading and writing. So a message, SMS, email, social media. Very much. Look, because here's the inspiration here, literally in the Ace of Wands, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius energy. Out of nowhere, really fast energy, getting this urge, and quite literally here in your very first placement with the 9 of Wands. And 9, of course, is things coming to fruition, fulfillment, attainment, and it's like, okay, it's time. So yeah, there is this element of getting inspired, putting that down, revealing the 8, and trying to get a message through. You can see it's stuck, and it might still be for a while. It's also going down here in the line with the Fool in reverse, and it's kind of like a unprepared energy. It's a not really being, like it's a, I want to say, well, yeah, an absence energy. There is an apathetic energy here too, because they're just getting frustrated with what they can and can't do. Really afraid to make any mistakes, because I tell you, there is some kind of authoritative figure, whether it's a person, a job, a family of origin, really big cultural, religious differences, a time in their life, whatever it is, this emperor's not getting their way. So they're kind of fighting against it. They're trying to, and they're stuck. Here in this divine masculine energy, again, the lack of the balance. And it's interesting because we're seeing this out of balance energy here in the 6 of Wands and the 6 of Swords, quite literally leaving them stuck in the Hermit in reverse. And then we have over here the the High Priestess. This, of course, really strong intuitive energy of trusting your intuition, trusting yourself, your gut instincts, guardian angels, and making a decision. And it's connected to the 6 of Swords. So they know. It's on their mind very much, wanting to communicate with you, but also, I have to say, on another much bigger level too, it is moving on, maybe even moving in actual, houses, changes, whatever. They intuitively know this, but they're quite literally stuck. And what I wanted to say here, also with the Knight of Pentacles in the upright, with the 6 of Wands in reverse, I mean, you see them getting on their horse. One of the things about the Knight of Pentacles, and this is Virgo and Mercury energy is Virgo, there's a lot of details there with that earth energy, that commitment energy. It's slow moving. It's the slowest moving energy. And you can see it. There's an unfastened harness, and it's like unprepared. And it's really a strong validation as we connect with the Fool in reverse, because that's quite literally what it is. They're not prepared to take any chances and go off and do a lot of the things that they're wanting to do. So they're in this situation now. If they were to run off here, move here forward on this horse, this is, the harness isn't safe, so they might actually fall off. But we know they have the reunion victorious energy on their mind. They have in their mind trying to get through some challenges and some obstacles in their life. You see that literally here in the Six of Wands, which is a nice indication of it happening or trying, of getting on the horse. But again, you can see here as they do that they bump right into the Hermit in reverse. So it's like they're not really able to move forward in the way they want to, the victorious energy that came through really early. And that's why that apology came through early of this is what I want to do and it's what I'm trying to do, not just to communicate with you, but I'm just trying to change some situations here. I know it's time, I know, or at the very least, I know I need to make this decision here. And in particular, again, in this High Priestess energy, in this Divine Feminine energy, is a really giving energy. And it's, you know, a nurturing energy, of course, and an intuitive energy, and just the opposite of what's going on in the Emperor in reverse. So that's what we see them trying to, again, quite literally balance things out and move forward here in the Six of Wands, which is a very victorious energy, and wanting to have something really, I want to say, like, good to say to you. And so here's the thing. As far as future possibilities is what I wanted to say. But what is coming through, and a couple of things that they are wanting to communicate with you, and it looks highly likely that it's in the way of some kind of message. Came through really early that they're apologizing that they can't. It could be that they get through it. Let's see what's going on in your reading today. But that Ten of Swords is also connecting with that Page of Cups, who's literally trying to figure it out. You know, a way to make this happen. Ten of Swords in reverse is a really strong energy of apologizing. In fact, it's asking for forgiveness. So there's the apology. It's coming through here now. I'm hoping for you that that and more can come in person, but there's definitely no guarantee for that. And there's, you know, we saw that in the King of Swords. It's what they're wanting. And it can be, again, at the moment, it just feels like it's pretty stuck. And the other thing that's going on here is they really are, look, wanting to move on from the situation that they're in. And it could be, I mean, you can see a person and a child here. Doesn't mean that, you know, and I really don't want to be disrespectful and go into that, but I will just say you can see, like, that's the energy here in the Six of Swords of it's really like it's necessary. So there's something here that really does need change. And the Ten of Swords in reverse too is a strong indication that it is a new start energy as well, and it's a healing energy, and it is a moving on energy. So yeah, it's really strong here that your twin flame is trying to move on from a situation. It just, look, it just slid off the Nine of Swords, just the Nine of Swords in reverse and the Eight of Swords. I think this might be bottoms up today. There's something, someone, a situation, whether it's work, money, because this Emperor is generally, you know, can be that you are dealing with a older man or just, and it doesn't, this is not about gender, that can happen. But of course, it's also just the energy possibly of that you are dealing with a divine masculine. It doesn't mean that you are, because it can be the opposite for you. But the Emperor energy does have a lot of responsibilities and generally has, you know, for the most part, quite a leadership role, you know, and a lot of people can even be, of course, a fatherly figure that has a lot on their shoulders. And it's in reverse here. There's all this responsibility, and there's this feeling of, yeah, they're both having trouble with the power that they have, but they're also having trouble, I feel, with another energy, you know? And yeah, it can be that it's a divine feminine energy too. That's almost even blocking this. Isn't that interesting? Because that Ankh is yin-yang energy, and it's both about the balance, the imbalance, I should say, the out of balance energy, but also I do feel a third party that is here that's kind of, yeah. So again, that can also just be a particular situation, not necessarily somebody that is with in a karmic situation or even a soulmate connection that is meant for lessons. We're going to keep moving and see here. But the Nine of Swords is also here in reverse. It's Gemini and Mars energy, and that is a healing energy. It's a recovering energy, and it's like it's connecting here with the Hermit in reverse. So I don't think they're really out of this yet. That's the thing. because there is kind of a torment energy that I feel here. They're really, really stuck in this Hermit energy. And yeah, there's a lot they want to say to you. I'm really, really wanting to keep moving, of course, so that we can get into your channeled love messages from their higher self, what they want to say. But I'll tell you, this is an apology. That's really clear. The Eight of Wands, we talked about the putting that wand down, feeling inspired to, and revealing the Eight of Wands in the upright. Here in the Nine of Wands, well, it's a validation really of where things are, because this is in reverse. And it's Mercury in Sagittarius again, and it's exactly what I've been feeling, the lack of confidence, the frustration, the delays, you know, having trouble being able to communicate, I feel. And I don't know if it's, yeah, look at this, and it's coming in here with the truth. Oh, wow. Okay, so the Queen of Swords and the Two of Cups. Okay, so they're sending an apology. They're asking for forgiveness, literally. The stuck energy is really, really strong. And before I get into the Queen of Swords and the Two of Cups, we know that that's connected to what they want to say to you. So yeah, the truth of how they feel, look, that they love you. What else? But that Eight of Wands in reverse is a frustration. I feel like it's how to say it and what to say. We see it, look. But also just how to even get it through, because there's a couple of things going on. There is some shadow and ego here, so they are holding it back. Could be that you're just hearing it here today and it's coming through in your channeled love messages from their higher self, because they're not in that here. This is the shadow self and the ego. It's keeping them from writing you. It's keeping them from saying what they want to say to you, which is, please forgive me and I love you. Look at this. And this is what's going on in my life. And this is what I'm trying to do. Granted, it could be that there is a coming out of that energy, you know. And yeah, that they're here in the Ace of Wands energy, that there is just this urge, and it's coming through possibly in the night, this nocturnal energy of putting that ninth wand down and revealing those Eight of Wands, which is essentially uprighting them. But you can also see the conflicting energy of holding back. Then here it's holding back, and then it's like, are they going to put the wand down? Are they going to write? Because they're, again, you know, the details. There's some details here that are quite strong. There's something, of course, this is their shadow work. This is what they need to work out before there is a chance, not even just at communication, of course, but union. And oftentimes, a lot of times, I know, twin flames, that's on your mind. When are you coming back together? I mean, I can't offer you that. It could be this lifetime. It could be the next lifetime. But this is just really clear that the message that what is happening, and the message that they're sending through is that they're in it. They're doing the work, and they want you to know that in particular true, and that's the truth of how they feel about you, because this is your soul contract. Twin flames, the Two of Cups, you did in fact make this contract that you would be there for each other in the 4 and 5D, but you would also allow each other to heal and do the work that needs to be done before union can take place. And of course, on another level, not quite as heavy, but just even communicating in person, that there is a reminder that you're always connected, and telepathy is real, and communicating in the 4 and the 5D and dreams and telepathy and the knowing energy and the feeling energy. So, you know, signs and all of the dreaming about your twin flame and signs that are popping up for you around numbers and animals and whatnot is a reminder of that. Some of you, I feel like, are even a little beyond that, which is more of a detachment. There is a peace, I'll tell you too. There is a strong, peaceful energy that does come over when you're no longer looking for those, when you just kind of feel like this is what it is. Some of you, I do feel, are there, and it's just a kind of a check-in maybe for you of where they're at, what's going on. And hearing that they're here today, their higher self is sending through this apology and really wanting you to know the truth. They know the contract you made here in the Two of Cups, Venus and Cancer energy. They love you. You, of course, love them back. That's just divine love. It's not even a question, but I feel like, or perhaps I really have to say that's what's coming through. So they know that you need to hear that. Queen of Swords, Libra ruled by Venus energy. And Libra, look, it's connecting right here with the Emperor in reverse. And we talked about needing that truth and clarity in order for the balance to happen in the divine feminine, divine masculine energies, which is not the case in this Ankh here, this Emperor in reverse. And again, there's the validation here. So before they can even communicate, I want to say in the 3D, it's just not possible. They're really, really stuck here. But the giving energy here in the High Priestess and the Ten of Swords and the Page of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles is the apology here right now in this healing energy. But there are some details still here. You see this unfastened harness. This particular horse can push through obstacles, can go around, actually get around karma, And there's a strong humility. Oh, look at this, the Empress, a humility energy coming through of, wow, the apologetic energy. So, but there's also that message that there's a lot of details, and they're in their shadow work. Look what is here. It's the Empress, divine timing. So this is coming through, and I'm going to tell you this, and not in a confusing, I'm trying not to confuse you. What I want you to know is they are apologizing here, and it's really sincere. They're really opening up here and sending this through to you. They're being honest with you that yes, if you were questioning that, they love you. And that's divine love. I feel like that shouldn't even be in question, but I know it comes into question when you're on a true twin flame journey. So they are sending that through to you. Look at this, the High Priestess, divine feminine energy connected here with the Two of Cups, of course, both around decisions, but that's also around balance, and that's also around the two of you. So it's a message of, yes, while I'm doing this shadow work and things are out of balance and I may or may not be able to get this message through, I just want you to know we are always connected. We're always connected here. And it's, well, yeah, what can I say? As far as a message, it could be for some of you that something does slip through. There is a strong energy of them wanting to, and again, it's really strong for me that it could just be a really impulsive decision, and this Knight of Wands in reverse in particular, this Leo energy is, yeah, it's impulsive, just picking up this Ace of Wands, putting down the Ninth Wand and getting some kind of message to you. But this is also a strong energy that they want to be honest with you and they want to say, this is what they want to tell you now. The Empress, the counterpart for the Emperor. So you are both here, of course. And again, it's also a strong validation of the divine masculine energy in the Emperor who is out of balance. This is the counterpart, of course, to the Emperor, is the Empress. And divine feminine energy, of course, Taurus energy, Venus, the planet of love, also bringing bring Libra, which is interestingly enough, but of course not surprising, also a cardinal sign connected to the Emperor by way of, well, yeah, your family, Aries, Libra, Capricorn, and Cancer, cardinal signs. Divine timing, it's a divine number. The Empress can create and grow new beginnings. And it's really, really strong for me here that I feel like for your person, but it can also be you, that there is some there are parents here. And in particular around this Emperor in reverse energy who is trying to intuitively knows that something needs to change here. And they're kind of fighting against it, but they're feeling kind of powerless. There's a powerless energy, but there is that energy of, again, I do feel there's another divine feminine energy here today, which is also coming through in the High Priestess and, of course, the Empress. So here's the thing. You're both here. Of course, you know you are. But I want to say there is also it is coming through this energy of a contract with someone else, and it's strong that it could be marriage, but it could just be around long-term energy. Hello. I just caught the camera. So I was just bringing through that energy is strong, that there is a third party, and I do feel that it's a divine feminine energy. It could be another divine masculine too. This is a strong overabundance of divine masculine here, energy in the Emperor in reverse, but I do feel that it's another divine feminine. And well, yeah, it is around divine timing, you know, and I feel like this divine masculine here today does have, I guess you could say, dependence, you know, people relying on them, in charge of quite a bit here. And as that came through again, that there's a third party who kind of holds a lot of power over them. I mean, it's even here, look, coming through in this energy, interesting, of the Queen of Swords, which is a divine feminine energy, and it's somebody just wanting total honesty here. And yeah, so there might be something going on further, I want to say, than just even what we're seeing here, that, you know, I'm talking like separations, divorce, that sort of thing, but it's not real clear. It hasn't really been validated for me. But I'll tell you, the Empress energy connecting with your twin flame here and the Queen of Swords is also an energy that they really, really want to tell you everything and be honest with you about how they're feeling. And, well, that they love you, the truth. It's so incredibly strong. Really an emotional availability that's here, really wanting to open up. I hope that is the case for you in that King of Swords energy, and even here, again, dropping that wand and being able to communicate. But again, you know, it's been coming through quite strong that this is where they're wanting to say to you. I want to get into channeled love messages today. I'm not bringing in more tarot or oracle, but I do want to see what's going on here because, okay, so I like that. Temperance is here. Archangel Michael, the angel for healing and protection, divine justice, strength, wanting to work things out and balance things out, quite literally restore balance and harmony. There is a message here also from Archangel Michael for patience, and that came through really, of course, incredibly strong with that Five of Wands as we began our reading, and the message in the King of Swords and the Five of Wands that they were sending you right at that moment, that they are trying to work things out. They're trying to resolve some things. And they are really trying to, at the moment, restoring some harmony in their life too, I have to say, but also just doing the shadow work. Doing what they need to do here. So I really like that. The Seven of Wands is coming here in reverse. This is Mars and Leo energy. And this is more of kind of like, look, and it's wanting to go right here with the Nine of Wands in the upright and the Eight of Wands in reverse. It's like feeling like they're a little bit weak is the wrong word, but not ready, lack of confidence in their boundaries. And I feel like it's connected to someone else. And also just being able to put that ninth wand down and communicate in real time. It does seem like it's just not time. What can I say? The King of Pentacles is in reverse. The Ace of Cups is here, the Knight of Swords, so we now have the Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands in reverse, and the Knight of Swords, the Three of Cups in reverse. Gosh, you guys. So yeah, it's soul contract, Cancer and energy, Mercury energy, the planet of the mind, the planet of communication. So the Two of Pentacles in reverse, a lot of indecision, a lot of confusion, overwhelmed. This is the contract. This is whatever's going on here, I feel. And again, I feel like this is, again, another divine feminine energy. That's what it's coming through quite strong. So there is your contract, your connection, let's say, your soul contract. And there is another contract here. And there is a strong energy, I feel, of of them being with a soulmate. However, remember that, you know, we have many soulmates in the world, romantic and otherwise, and this feels like a soulmate connection that there are lessons to be learned. What can I say? The Knight of Pentacles in reverse, the King of Pentacles in reverse, they're not able to bring this pentacle to you. There's still details being worked out as much as they really, really want to. Again, some of that is just around communication, but we're talking like further along here, union. It's not here. There is this divine feminine energy. I do feel a jealousy coming through. And it can be also that they're just trying to get some information from the divine masculine here and the Emperor in reverse. And because there is, again, they're feeling kind of powerless. And it's been coming through really strong from the get-go that there's something that kind of has some power over them. I think it's a connection that they're in. The Four of Wands, Venus and Aries energy. This is a homecoming energy. It's a celebratory energy. Family and friends can be around, of course, reunions, even coming together. I do feel like this is around your twin flame. Do I feel like you're coming together here? I don't. It is something that is on their mind. But again, union is not what I'm feeling here today. This King of Pentacles in reverse, who's kind of like my little mini emperor here. Look, holding on, interestingly enough, holding on to a scepter, another kind of scepter, which of course the Empress also holds, and it's in reverse. And that's the power of life. You know, being able to start and grow things and move. And it's in reverse. It's the powerless energy. It's more of that. Look, and it's right here connected to the Six of Wands of what they're wanting to do. Because look, this horse isn't even wanting to look at those Five of Wands as they try to sneak past something kind of interesting. Maybe even, yeah, something going around, events around your person. Of course, that could also be you. But this kind of powerless energy in the Emperor a lot is also here in the Knight of Pentacles. And right in the middle of that is the Two of Pentacles, Capricorn and Saturn energy. Saturn, the planet of restriction, can slow some things down, rules, obstacles, life lessons. They're in a soulmate connection. They need to do this work. There are lessons still to be learned. Also karma, of course. It's 8. An action number, which is not happening. It's lack of balance again. Look at this. Lack of balance, which is really, really strong here. And what they want to do and what they can do, both in communication and just any big power moves, I should say. I like the Temperance is here offering, because that is literally divine justice and healing and protection and strength, patience that's needed as everyone is doing their shadow work. And this is just a strong energy, divine masculine to divine feminine reading today. DM to DF, you could say. DM, DF. But this lack of balance here in this 8, not being able to take this action, the lack of balance, you know, around some confidence, but also the confidence to face what I feel, again, is this divine feminine energy that is quite jealous. So they could know some of what's going on, or there's something else, but there's a jealousy coming through. But it's kind of stopping things again here. And that's also, of course, infinity, twin flame, you. And that's also connecting to, again, the balance and the renewal and the truth. So this is the message they're sending to you. This is what's going on right now. The Ace of Cups is here in the Knight of Swords. And again, the Three of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. You know, this is, the thing is this can oftentimes signify proposals and coming together and, you know, marriage. Yeah, that's not coming through that there is, but I will tell you there is a strong energy that has evolved, that has revealed itself, that it could be there is some kind of contact that does get made. That's what I feel is the Page of Cups is holding on to. It's the apology and kind of getting it, like both some relief for them, but also for you. And that's also what I feel coming here in the Ace of Cups. Again, connecting with the Ace of Wands, this out of nowhere energy. of taking that wand literally from the Nine of Wands, revealing the Eight of Wands in the upright, which we see in the reverse, and that communication coming through, and this Nine of Wands running off with it impulsively in reverse. And it's a strong validation of that because we see the lack of communication in your soul contract in the Three of Cups in reverse, Mercury and Cancer energy. We also see the Knight of Swords in the middle there running toward the Ace of Cups. So yeah, that I do feel that this is an I'm sorry, I love you message, and it's strong now here. And we're going to get into channeled love messages, and it could be, fingers crossed, that that's something that comes through for you, because this Knight of Swords has a whole ton to say, a lot. Has a lot to say, and they're running here. But I can't forget that the Emperor's in reverse, the Fool is in reverse, the Hermit is in reverse. So there's a lot of blockages. Not just in the head, you know, like being stuck, that is here, but around other people too that are kind of holding the cards, I guess you could say. And also a divine masculine who's not a jerk, who wants to do the right thing. This is somebody who's not trying to hurt anybody. With that said too, look, this Knight of Swords is running away also. So here's a couple of messages. That message has come through for you. You are here. In the soul contract, the lack of communication. It can't even be that there's some partaking in some things that aren't great around this divine masculine energy. But there is also this element here in particular with this 3 and the Empress here, of course, bringing us into a 33, a master number, which is anything is possible. You know, and that's guides at work, literally. That's Temperance here today, Archangel Michael. But kind of running away from having this situation that they're in this contract, because there is a soulmate energy here again, but it's connected to needing to learn these lessons, and it's not complete. Karmic lessons, you know, and yeah, I mean, it's around timing for things to move forward. And again, it's a really strong energy that it's somebody that has family around them. It, you know, could be children as well. That's real strong. It won't be for everybody. But they're kind of running from that too, you know. It's kind of like, yeah, like running from that situation. They're just stuck all around. What can I say? I'm just going to leave it at that. I really want to bring in some channeled love messages now. What do you want to say to your twin flame? I care too much what people think. Yeah. It's been a very strong energy today. You were my first thought when I wake up and last thought before I sleep. I'm sorry I ran. Can you feel my love? So that's the two of you here in this Two of Cups. We already know that, but it's a strong, strong, strong energy. It's a revealing energy here too with this divine feminine energy. It's compassionate, it's revealing, it's intuitive, it's what it is. I'm so sorry I hurt you. Gosh, there's a whole lot up there as that apologetic energy. So a lot of that coming through. I could listen to your voice all day and night. I made so many mistakes. You are my biggest wish. Look, it's covering up what they're trying to move away from, and that's a validation of the message that, yeah, that is what they think about this reunion energy, celebratory coming together here in the Four of Wands. A homecoming energy. For some of you, it could literally be around city, state, country dwellings, but it's a strong energy here, really more of just, well, coming back home into the soul, your contract. That's what I want to say, your contract. Here in the Two of Cups. Which we know is there's, yeah, we know that you're not talking all of that. My world is dark without you. It's 3. You are my other half. My world is dark without you. You are my other half. Soulmate energy and twin flame energy. So it can be they're seeing you as soulmate. Most likely not all counterparts, in particular divine masculine runners, know that it's a twin flame journey. Some do. But the energy, the higher self energy, is really, really strong today. So that is coming through. Don't give up on us. You are my other half. Don't give up on us. It's connecting to the, wanting to connect to the Four of Wands. I am waiting for the right time. This is strong. Because the element of patience to come through, divine timing here also in the Empress. It's really, really incredibly strong of it not being the right time, which is really frustrating for the divine masculine energy here today. I don't feel good enough for you. And again, remember, it's not about gender. If you're resonating, you're resonating, whatever you consider yourself to be. Don't ever change. I like this. I don't feel good enough for you. Don't ever change. So there's some guilt here for sure. Some unworthiness feelings, which I don't love. I think those are throwaway emotions. I'm sending you telepathic messages. This has been strong throughout your reading. Yes. Yes and yes. And it's going here with your Two of Cups. And that's the thing also, that you may have been picking up on those already via dreams. Moon in reverse, I'm being shown. Pisces energy also bringing in Gemini and Cancer, literally paying attention to your dreams. But a lot of things that are coming through. And some of you are at a different, I want to say, different place in your connection, so that you're not looking for them so much. But when they pop up, I feel like you're knowing, so pay attention. And if you're not, there are some that are probably there waiting for you to pick up, whether it's in your dreams or numbers that you're seeing. Some of you I know are really actively looking and picking up a lot of them. Yes, I know you love me. Give me time. I almost feel like that was your response. Look, yes, I know you love me. Give me time. Going here with patience, the Temperance energy. Will you wait for me? You are perfect. Coming through in these messages from your person, messages from their higher self, incredibly strong. You deserve so much more. This is when they go into, when they actually, there is this energy of the Devil energy and the Three of Cups of going into kind of pity, if you know what I mean, like feeling sorry and maybe over partaking in some things that just make them not feel so good, because there is, I mean, this is, you know, there's not really feeling like they can do a whole lot at the moment. And there's a lot of guilt here. And that's why they're asking for forgiveness. So that can be released. And they're also doing that because, you know, we also, when we forgive someone, it's for us, you know. But they're coming to you and asking for forgiveness. I fear you have moved on. Just a big chunk there. Interesting. I think of you every day. I'm sorry I hurt you. So that's come through. I'm so sorry I hurt you. I made so many mistakes. I think of you every day. I'm sorry I ran. I close my eyes and imagine you're here with me. I'm so sorry I hurt you. So that is, the apologetic energy has been really, really, really strong throughout your reading. Our love is eternal. I love you to infinity. I love you to infinity. That's the James Young song, and it went right here in the Queen of Swords with the truth. I have so many regrets. I need you. That cup, what I wanted to say to you too in that Ace of Cups is really everything that they want to say to you right now. That's what that is. I stare into your eyes in photos. So that's Page of Swords energy. If you are still connected on social media or some ways, they're definitely kind of spying on you, I guess you could say. Oh my gosh, you're answering it back. Look. I stare into your eyes in photos. I stare into your eyes in photos. Yeah, telepathy is real and it's real strong for the two of you. And yeah, so there's conversations going on here today. I tell you, the telepathic energy, their higher self is very present. I regret how I left things. So that's more of what they're wanting to apologize to you for. We were destined to meet. That's the Wheel of Fortune energy. Fate and destiny. I'm sorry I ghosted you. This Knight of Swords wants to make sure you hear that. This is real. I miss you. I've never felt like this. And this message that they've been having, communication, that Eight of Wands, having a hard time sending or saying, it's all coming through. I made so many mistakes. I have so many regrets. I regret how I left things. Didn't this come again too? I made so many mistakes. There it is, look. In the Nine of Swords in reverse, that's been a lot of the tormenting energy. And they're also, this is the thing, they are looking for some relief also by sending through all this apologetic energy to lessen the weight because, well, yeah, they're not feeling real great. I feel your energy. Can you feel my love? I feel your energy answering. I'm hurting right now. Yeah, that's the message that was just coming through. I'm sorry. Some early Valentine messages for you, Twin Flame. I love you. You had me at hello. I'm sending a message. Lots of messages here today. Telepathic, dreams, higher self here. And could it be that that King of Swords puts down that wand, this divine masculine energy here today, this Emperor in reverse? Are they able, will they, take that Ace of Wands energy, that inspiration, and put that ninth wand down, thereby uprighting this Eight of Wands, jumping on the horse with that wand and the Knight of Wands in reverse and just sending something through, just getting a wild hair? I hope so, because there's a lot that they want to say to you. I play our song. I was scared. I'm sorry I ran is where that's going. Be mine. I can't sleep. You are my biggest wish. You are my other half. I feel like that came in again too, didn't it? Is this the second time this is? Yes, you are my biggest wish. So you're answering each other again. You are my biggest wish. I will always love you. I love you. I will always love you. Give me time. Give me time. Look, right here with Temperance, patience. Temperance, you know, restoring balance and harmony. Coming in here to, it's like Hierophant energy in some ways, coming in here kind of to mediate, you know, divine justice. A healer, protector, giving the strength. Resolving the issues and getting you both on the path to the truth, the Sun energy. To the end of the cycle, to the end of a cycle, to completion and to renewal. Shadow work. I really like this a lot. Holding your hand, so they are holding your hand. You know, maybe you're feeling that, getting particular messages around that. The physical feelings around the twin flame energy, it doesn't always come through in my readings, but that came through really strong. I am always with you is your last channeled love message from their higher self, twin flame, divine feminine, divine masculine. I feel today this strong energy that this is a divine masculine sending messages to a divine feminine. But remember, it's not about gender. And if you've resonated and you are receiving your twin flames messages strongly, the messages from their higher self, then that is what is happening for you. And that's important. And I'm really glad. Thank you so much for joining me today. I would really appreciate it if you took the time to like today's video and subscribe to the Tarot Closet if you have not. Would mean a lot to me, and it allows me to keep, of course, channeling and bringing you readings. I'm sending you so much love and light, hoping for the best outcome in all you do, for your highest good and the highest good of those around you. I look forward to seeing you at another love reading, at another twin flame reading, wherever I come across, wherever we meet. I'm looking forward to it. In the meantime, take good care. Bye.